Hello, everybody. It's the Music Optimist. Um, this is an interesting one. I took a break from Jeezy, a much needed break at this time, and I listened to Razia's Shadow. I know I've talked about Razia's Shadow before as it's my favorite album, but this isn't about the album, but rather the live performance at Joe's Pub, which is a new story altogether. I gotta back up a little bit. I gotta back up a little bit. I'm doing this all out of order. Um, I reviewed Razia's Shadow, the first album. The first album. Because it's like my favorite album of all time. But I didn't want to listen to all of Forgive Durden yet. That's the band that put out Razia's Shadow. There's I forgot all the fucking album titles, but anyway, Razia's Shadow was one of them, and I reviewed it early. I found a way to do it by watching this. I'll talk about it on another video. This puppet show, basically, adaptation of it is fucking dope. I was like, it's a good way to just kind of a loophole. So that's how I reviewed that album without saying my favorite song on it. Like I didn't get to actually talk about my favorite song. Wow, I never did. This is a different one. So what's his name? Thomas Dutton? Is that his name? Sorry, Thomas. I said Thomas Dutton. It is. What is Cardinox? A pop band? It was a pop band? Get the fuck out of here. What? Bruh, I gotta look this shit up. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know about that. Sorry, I gotta look up. So he put out this, after a couple years, trying to, I'm pretty sure he was trying to make it like a, Joe's Pub. I'm sure he was trying to make a movie or Broadway or something. Instead, we got Razia's Shadow, a new musical at Joe's Pub. Really dope art for it. In the original, there is Arima and Nidria, two destined hearts bound by the same idea. The unrelenting constancy of love and hope can rescue and restore you from any scope. Arima falls from grace, and 100 years later, his descendant Atticus saves the world. In this one, seemingly, there isn't anything about O the scientist. In this version, O is love. I love the new songs, don't care for the redone songs from the first one, but the overall package is a nice reinvention, and the new songs even serve as great headcanon for the whole Razia Shadow picture. I wish Thomas Dutton would come back with more. I feel like this is an alternate timeline, alternate, a thing. The story of Razia's Shadow at Joe's Pub greatly differs from the original. Exploring themes of tolerance, redemption, and the strength of the human spirit, Razia's Shadow tells a tale of parallel forbidden love stories set in an alternate universe before murder exists. With a massive mountain range splitting the world in two, only true love sacrifice can reunite the two halves. There's all these people. That's all it says. I know there's something about, there's a gay character, I believe. Here are the songs. Prologue, featuring Andy Alhadeff. She's great, powerhouse singer. Make Believe, Eric Michael Kropp. He does pretty good. Father's Daughter, Katrina Rose Dider. What the fuck? Dideriksen. She does pretty good. Father's Daughter. None of you are gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. Look up Razia Shadow, the original, and Joe's Pub. Father's Daughter is basically the exit from Razia Shadow, but like the female version. So the princess's point of view. I like to mix and match these songs all together. I would like to, like, if it were up to me, if I could make a stage adaptation, film adaptation, whatever, I would preferably do a film adaptation. I would do every song like this. I would do the prologue, the epilogue. I do all that shit with the original as well, like blended together. Basically the old story, but like with these new songs as well. The Mysterious Man, Thomas Dutton and Daniel Berryman. It's Berryman. It might be Berryman. I don't know. The Mysterious Man is to the beat The Spider and the Lamps. Damn good song. Life is Looking Up, Derek Klena. That's the first song that's from the original. Could this be the day I have waited for, when all of my hard work doesn't go ignored? And it just crescendos. Is this the one that's like grating? Is Derek Klena the one that's like... There's another guy here. I think it's Daniel Berryman. His fucking... Yeah, no, it's him. His voice is bad. It's very nasally. There's The Spider of the Lamps. There's oh ho ho. They don't understand. This is their last chance. No more idle hands. I'll destroy the lamps, and they'll know who's in control. Oh, and like it's all over the place. And in The Mysterious Man, oh ho ho, there's a feeling in your chest. There's a dream you never dreamt. It's like that shit. It's a really bad impression. He goes, there's a feeling in your chest. It's a dream I never dreamt. It's fucking bad. That's all I can say. It's just bad. Life is Looking Up. I'm kind of nerding out right now, sorry. Life is Looking Up. Waking the Princess. Alicia, is it Alicia Umphris and Molly Hager? They fucking kill it. The Missing Piece, Damon Downo and Molly Hager. This is so weird because Life is Looking Up comes after The Missing Piece in the original. The Missing Piece is the second song. And I hated this when I first heard it. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's what a splendid mess he's made of this. Oh, the scientist and his genesis. And this one, it's like, oh, the philosophy, and I don't know what the fuck. They changed the lyrics up, but they actually do really fucking good. Damon, I think I don't know how you say his name. Daunno. Damon Downo. Fucking great voice. One of the better voices here. I think the best male voice next to Thomas Dutton, the originator. Molly Hager is just fucking great. We'll get back to her. Because I think she doesn't come back after that. That's a shame. The cast was all over the place. Atticus was played by Eric Michael Kropp, Daniel Berryman, Derek Klena, Damon Downo, and Corey Matt. Like, why? Nidra was played by Katrina Rose Derrickson, Molly Hager, the best, and then Raya Nixon. Like, why? Like, why are there so many fucking different actors? Holy the Sea, it's another one. Please take a seat. Let me tell you both a tale of love and hope. Really cool. This one is Thomas Dutton and Daniel Berryman. It's Holy the Sea is an old tale. There's a sea, I guess, that's between the light and the dark that's split apart, and these two brothers are rowing. And please take a seat. Let me tell you both a tale of love and hope. And I think the princess she's really weak at this point. Anura. There's Atticus and Anura at this point. This is the original I'm talking about. And he's cradling her in the boat, or she's laying down. I don't know. I always assume like he's laying down with her, but he's listening to the story that he's heard from his childhood, and he's realizing like, holy shit, this story that I heard from my childhood is real. We are on Holy of the Sea right now. And when it goes to him singing, what the fuck? What's the lyrics? It's a story you may have heard before. If this, fuck, God, how does it go? I can't. This is one of the songs I can't fucking remember. Let me tell you both, tale, love, and hope. If this boy they speak of sincerely sits atop my family tree, then I was truly meant to leave the dark down this path set out in front of me. I will reunite this world's divided halves, fulfill my history. This is more than divine decree, it's my destiny. And in the fucking... if this boy they speak of... it's actually... He's not a horrible singer. He's horribly miscasted in my opinion. Then I was truly meant to leave the dark down this path set out in front of me. Like, oh my god, this dude. Stop. Then it's True Love, featuring Corey, Mock, Mash, and Raya Nixon. I don't think I like this version. It's True Love is it seems to me like every star agreed to meet over our heads tonight to fix their bride. And then the girl comes in, Anura. The light collects in your eyes, turns and reflects and jumps into mine. I'm a slave to the sight, my hands shake. This is the guy again. Our minds race from the thought of love, yet we curb our speech because words are not enough to etch this instant, burn this moment into our memories. Let go. And then it's really good. It's True Love. In this one, Corey starts out, it seems to me like every star agreed to meet over our heads tonight to fix their bride. And then she comes in, like it's not a good mixture. Murder Lullaby, Jason Collins, fucking brilliant. In the original, there's where is it? Meet the King. What's the fucking song called? Let's see more. The King. Is it Meet the King? Razia's Shadow. Is it Meet the King? Yes. The king is very distrusting of Atticus. In this version, not only is he mistrusting, we come to learn the murder lullaby. He's singing about killing his daughter. It sounds like it's fucking whoa. He's like hush. He sings more of a lighter at a higher register. Is he soprano? I guess he's almost soprano. It's this older dude, and he's like, "Hush now, child, your daddy's here," and it's really good. I can't sing it. I can't think of how it goes, but it's really good. That's how it starts though. It's like, "Hush now, child." And it's like, oh, Doctor, Thomas Dutton, really good song. Of course, Thomas Dutton kills it. The Sacrifice, Corey, whatever. Raya Nixon, Corey Mock, Raya Nixon, and Thomas Dutton. The Sacrifice is actually pretty good. And then Epilogue, Andy Aldehef. You know what? I might as well, since I'm nerding out so much. I found this because it was released through Fueled by Ramen. It's how I was introduced to Forgive Durden. I was looking up other songs that Brendan Urie did from Panic at the Disco, And I was like, wait, he did songs with the Hush Sound and the Deer Hunter? What? So there's Saves the Day, Panic at the Disco, Say Anything, The Matches, Me Without You, Portugal the Man, The Hush Sound, An Angle, The Deer Hunter, and Gatsby's American Dream, among others. It's fucking crazy. Um, yeah, it says right here a new version. Does it even have like the story of the new one? That'd be crazy if they actually had it. They don't. Of course they fucking don't. I was about to say, really. The Bawaba brothers are the ones from the Holy the Sea. The narrator, Aaron Weiss, is from the band Me Without You. Oh, the Scientist is Casey Crescenzo, the lead singer of the Deer Hunter. Amazing band. The 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 narrator, Aaron Weiss. This is the beginning of the end, the rise and the fall. Our gate begins its saunter at the source where the infant learns to crawl. And then I think it's Casey that starts it. No, it's Thomas Dutton. He's Atticus and a Rima. So this is a Rima. He's like, place your hand on mine, untie your mind. And then it's, oh, the Scientist. Let your bloated brain balloon and float away. And beautiful fucking, it's called Genesis. It's the creation of the world. It's very biblical. Gargle the Oracle, also known as just the fucking Oracle from the song The Oracle. Danny Stevens, the lead singer of The Audition. I forgot what else The Audition did. They did a lot of fucking... Did they do Walk Through Hell? Because I would walk through hell free. I don't remember. I just remember him being in there, and he sings a very, like, high... What a tragic mess you fools have made of this. Fucking great. Toe of the Terra, Chris Conley from Saves the Day. He's great. Sangara, Dan Young, This Providence. Who the fuck is Sangara? Bryas the Spider is Max Bemis from Say Anything. No, Say Anything. Is that Walk Through Hell? I think they walk through hell. Yeah, Say Anything, yeah. So what the fuck did The Audition do? I don't know. I like Say Anything. I like that one song that they put out. That one song that I've heard from them. Anura is Greta Salpeter, lead singer of the Hush Sound. One of the leads of the Hush Sound. We talked about the Hush Sound. Palace, the brother of Atticus, is Brendan Urie, Panic at the Disco. King Malka is Nick Newsham from Gatsby's American Dream. Dr. Dumaya is Sean Harris from The Matches. Nidria is Lizzie Huffman from Man in the Blue Van. She is fucking amazing, and I'm like, why didn't she put out any more? What else have they done? I'm actually gonna have to look up some Man in the Blue Van because her voice is fucking stellar. She's only in The Missing Piece. Yeah, Genesis starts out. So that's 13 songs to 13 songs here as well. That's fucking crazy. So the prologue, it's a good start. There's worlds like yours. There's worlds like ours. I usually place this after there's two halves. Just like there's two halves, light and the dark. There are two halves after track 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is the second half. After that 7th track, I like to put the prologue. And then Make Believe sounds like it would go before the exit. So I would put that track 8. So track 8's prologue, track 9. Anyway, it goes before the exit. And then Father's Daughter to set up Anura, the new princess. The princess. Nidria is not the princess. Nidria is and Angel. I would put those, and then The Exit. Then it's True Love. The Mysterious Man, I don't know how that would fit into this context. I mean, it's basically The Spider and the Lamps. So I guess put that in the second half somewhere, but that's a whole different, like, story element. Like, they robbed your sister, they killed your sister. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Something. It's like, oh god. Life is Looking Up is from the first half. Waking the Princess is basically Genesis. And I say here in the review, let me just wrap this review up. That's my favorite song, is Waking the Princess. Great use of the original album's first song, Genesis. I didn't realize it was Genesis until somebody pointed out in the comments, and I was like, wait a minute. And you see them side by side, I'm like, that's fucking brilliant. That's really good. Waking the Princess, I think it's Alicia Umphris goes to Wake the Princess, Molly Hager, played by Molly Hager, who in this one is Nidria. I'm just going to say Anura for headcanon purposes. But she's like the servant, basically. Who the fuck is she? Rivka is her name, and she's like the king's, whatever. And she goes to wake her, and it's the same, like I was talking about. Place your hand on mine, untie your mind. Waking the Princess. Take my empty hand, you'll understand. Fucking great. Such a great song. The Missing Piece, Holy of the Sea, It's True Love. Murder Lullaby I'd put after Meet the King. Meet the King. So in Meet the King, this is the only instance that we see King, whatever the fuck his name is. It's so you're the boy I've heard so much about from my daughter's open mouth. She's described to me wild fantasies of true love and ancient prophecies. Did you think that you could waltz right in and steal the princess for yourself? Like, I think after that, like, we see, like, he is distrusting of Atticus. I think we inject Murder Lullaby, where, hush now, child, and then you're like, oh, fuck, he's a threat. He's a villain. He's an antagonist. This is bad. Doctor's crazy. Stays where it is. The Sacrifice takes place, I would say, at the end of the beginning, or like there's an alternate telling of it. Anyway, Genesis is a great setup, and then there's The Missing Piece. Did I already sing that already? What a splendid mess he's made of this. Yeah, and then the girl comes in. Lizzie Huffman kills it. Life is Looking Up. The Spider and the Lamps is really good. So you're a Rima, nice to finally meet you. Heard so much about you, and I hope it's all true. And he's like a dainty brownish spider named Boreas, and he basically gets Atticus. So I'm skipping over the story. Genesis, the world's created by O the Scientist and Arima, and the most gifted of the seraphs. The utmost skilled of the cherubs, is what he says, the narrator. And then, so the world's created. There's something missing for Arima. He knows he's a genius. He knows that he can bring so much light to this world, but he doesn't know how he can do it. The Missing Piece is the love song between him and Nidra. They love each other. I think I said that. It's just like, it's pretty redundant. She says, I see a lot in you. Like, he knows there's a lot inside of him, but he doesn't know how to get it out. And she's like, I can see it in you, and I know you'll figure it out. Life is Looking Up. Could this be the day I have waited for, when all my hard work doesn't go ignored? Maybe she was right. They will realize I can change the world. Open up their eyes. I always sing it like super fast. It's a very fast-paced song. It's not that fast. Let the lamp shine. He creates the lamps that shine, that light up the world. Oh, the Scientist, he doesn't come off as grateful as he would hope. Like, he still feels like, damn, that isn't what I expected. The spider, the dainty brown spider, Boreas, who we don't see ever again. So this is like an Adam and Eve situation. Drops down and is like, hey, you should fucking like knock those lamps to the ground and burn the fucking world. He does. But at what cost? Now the light and the dark are separated. The dark is like basically hell. A lot of fucking shitty things happen there. You must never go there, Simba. And the light is beautiful, radiant. There's a king. Fucking dope. Toba the Tura is sent to hold Arima responsible for his actions and to figure out, what's going on. So you're Arima. So Boreas drops down. So you're Arima. Nice to finally meet you. Toba the Tura comes in. So you're Arima, collusive dreamer. I watch the lamps fall. You push them over. They say you're gifted. Well, I just see a scared kid. They must have flipped it. Your skills are latent. Oh, and it's fucking beautiful. He's very saddened. Toba the Tura is that he has to judge him so harshly, but it's like, you fucked up, dude. And that's when he's like, okay, the light and the dark are separated. The Oracle, what a tragic. We already talked about that. This Oracle is like, I can see into the future. Your heir will one day come around and fix the world, basically. Then we have track 7, 100-year minute long intermission, and it's place your hand on mine, untie your mind, let your bloated brain balloon and float away, my fucking throat, float away, and it goes. So it's Genesis. It's Genesis. It's so good. Just look it up. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing. It's only a minute, but I'm already almost 30 minutes deep into this fucking review. The exit, really good. It's Atticus, and he's lamenting. We've now passed the intermission. Now we're now into the future. The dark and the light are separated. This brother of the dark, is like, look at all that which surrounds me. I'm supposed to call this home, and he wants to get out of there. He feels like there's so much more. So he's kind of like his ancestor, Arima. His brother, Yuri, you are so foolish. The dark has been your home. If you elope, I'll hunt you down. Through suffering, you'll atone. That's actually later on. That's not the line. It's if you elope, I'll hunt you down. Through suffering, you'll atone. I think he does say that. Whatever the fuck. Anyway, he wants to leave. He leaves. It's true love. We hear a little bit of Anura, the princess, who sings, don't you ever feel like you've been destined for something bigger than your skin? And then it's true love. Seems to me that every star was, yeah. Meet the king. He meets the father because he wants to... I just want your daughter. That's the best part of that song. I don't like the second half as much as the first half. Meet the King is one of those songs that's like, so you're the boy, and then did you think that you could waltz right in and steal princess? And then the princess, father, you don't understand. And then he comes in, I'm not after your throne, angel. Well, then when it dies down, just dum 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 dum. That was Hamilton. What the fuck? But it's dun, 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 dun. It's kind of similar a little bit in my head right now. It's a little guitar and fucking drum thing, and it's going piano. I don't know the fucking instruments are. I'm trying to explain it, but it's going like that, and he goes, please, sir, let me say something. On my behalf, I love your daughter, and she loves me back, and then all we have is love, my king, and it's really good. Holy the sea, please take a seat, let me tell you both. Doctor, I haven't talked about Doctor yet. I've mentioned it, and it's fucking crazy. I haven't said exactly why it's crazy. The Doctor is fucking crazy. Sean Harris, I've never heard him sing regularly before. I don't, so I don't even know. But it's fuck. Let me look up the lyrics of this shit real quick. Dear ghost, you look white as a sheet. Now have yourself a seat. I gotta do it like him though. I got to. Dr. Demaya, he's like, haha, spiders, come here. Haha, who's there? Someone's here. So the spiders. Oh, they're his minions. Never mind. Haha, who's there? Someone's here. And he's like, welcome to my humble abode. Please don't mind the mess. Just nest yourself down comfortable. Let the doctor do the rest. And he's like, fucking great. Yeah, dear ghost, you look white as a sheet. Just have yourself a seat. Open wide and say, ah, let the doctor take a peek. And it's like, fucking great. He's basically saying, she's sick. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. The princess gets sick. Queasy and weak, can barely speak. The doctor is like, okay, yeah, because you're dark and she's light, you've infected her basically. She's sickened. She can't stand your presence, and now you brought her to the dark, and now she's even worse. She's going to die. I have a cure for it. Now, my payment, and you look like you're down on your luck. You don't have money. Don't worry. All I want is the princess here with me till the end of time. She's mine, basically. He's like, I promise to take care of her, or rather she'll take care of me for the rest of her life in the dark, fulfilling doctor's fantasies. And the princess is like, I don't want to do this. He's like, you have to, princess, Atticus says. And she's like, but sign my life away? He's like, it's the only way. Gotta do it. The whole time, so she's cured. It's better. This is the end and the beginning. The last song, Palace kicks the fucking door in. He's been following them the entire time. Great fucking ending. I've been tracing your steps along with your dainty, exquisite guest across mountain land and serpentining seas. These two have been on quite an odyssey. You're a fool to think this princess could ever really love a couple of poor boys like us. She requires riches, rachache, riding with Rodo, Montali, Ruin. I think it's something like that. Casanovas have come. It's just a bunch of wordplay. Spoiler alert. I'm about to spoil Razia's shadow. He is going to stab the princess, Palace is. And Atticus is like, brother, no. Gets stabbed. Fuck. It's the prophecy. This is the prophecy. Through his sacrifice, the dark and the light somehow come together in the end. Really bummer ending. There is fan fiction out there, like right after he's stabbed, bleeds out, he dies, in his brother and his lover's arms. Palace and Anura, she like beats on Palace's chest and hates him, and he's like, yeah, and he's like fuck, and then he wants to make it up to her. They end up falling for each other in a way. It's a fan fiction. It's not real. I do think, like, what would happen after that? Like, I don't think they would fall for each other. That's just fucking cross-fiction bullshit. So back to Waking the Princess. And the parallels between Genesis, the place your hand on mine, untie your mind. Take my empty hand, you'll understand. Your life's no prison cell. It's a fairy tale. It's everyone's dream to be in your seat. They're green with envy. It's fucking great. I highly recommend just looking up this entire thing. The playlist is on YouTube for free. It just sucks because you hear them start the narrator, now played by Andy Alhadef, the prologue and the epilogue. She starts to talk, and then they cut off the story. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you do it? I can't fucking go out to fucking Joe's Pub and watch this shit, and you're still not showing it. So, like, what the fuck? And there's also another version of Waking the Princess, the demo version. Waking the Princess demo version. And it's okay. if you guys can hear that. This is the demo version. I like those high notes. Look. Now, the more powerful Alicia Humphries. Hear this fucking voice. And she just has a good stage presence too. Killing it. And then we get to Molly Hager. They make a fucking film, get her to play Anura. Fucking please. Her. I mean, fucking... That's Alicia. How you fucking say her name? She's a Rivka, or whatever the fuck the name is. She's the first person. Her. Get her to fucking play. There's Thomas Dutton with him. Look how fucking gorgeous that man is. But get her. Anura. That fucking voice. Fucking fucking amazing. I love it. This video has gone on for a long time. This might be my longest, one of my longest reviews. This might be my longest review. I've nerded out a lot. I've sung a lot. I don't usually sing a lot. Man. Fuck. This is a pretty interesting adaptation. I know I talked a lot about the original more than this one, because I don't know the fucking story to this new one. A lot of people were like, can we get an album or something? I can't find a story anywhere. Like, if I look up Razia Shadow, Joe's Pub story, it greatly different. Yeah, I know, fucking dumbass. What is it? What is the story? Somebody wrote up the meddling girl on Tumblr wrote up a thing. You know what? I'm gonna do a write up of my feelings on a revised show, song by song. Prologue. Okay, I'm loving the female oracle and the gay angels. I approve of this rewrite. The music and vocals really make it sound like Razia is a different world. I wonder how Act 1 will play out with these changes. Make believe. And never mind, I guess the angels are gone now. So much for Act 1. Anyways, this is the first Atticaya song and actor. There are like 5 different actors for this one role. Why? Who knows? Anyway, the realm of darkness is a crap sack world, and Atticaya still hates it, so no change there. But in this one, he wants everyone to have a better life, not just him. Eric Michael Crop does a very good job as Atticaya, so naturally we never see him again. Next. I want to fucking hit this person up and be like, hey, I really like this. That's cool. That's cool. That's a good analysis. Father's daughter. Okay, as much as I hate that Anura is replaced by Nidria, Nidria is placed by Katrina Rose Dideriksen, who is one of my favorite singers of all time. Okay, so Nidria is basically Jasmine from Aladdin, which is not a bad thing. She has a lot more spunk and actual characterization than Anura. Oh, hey, the end of the song has the first instance of the Place Your Hand on Mine theme, and that was the last time Katrina plays Nidria. And there was some important narration about the prophecy at the end, but it got cut off. Oh well. Fucking exactly. Like, holy shit. The Mysterious Man. This is the exit, and this is also a very different Atticus, played by Daniel Berryman. This one is more subdued and wistful compared to Eric's desperate determination. I take it back, the exit was combined with the Spider and the Lamps, with Thomas Dutton himself having a ball playing Mysterious Man. Also, Atticus is now an orphan, and Pallas has yet to be mentioned. Though apparently Atticus had a sister that was killed. That was Pallas, wasn't it? Danger, he was my favorite character. Though at least leaving the darkness is less destructive than destroying the lamps. Life is Looking Up, sung by the third and my personal favorite Atticus, Derek Klena. This song is nevertheless, she said nevertheless, weird to hear coming out of this character's mouth, though the she is now referring to the dead female Pallas, I guess. But the song is pretty much the same as before, and I assume that this is where the first act would end. Waking the Princess. The song features a completely new character, Rivka, in a different Nidria, played by my second favorite singer, Molly Hager. Rivka, played by Alicia Umphris, is shaming Nidria for wanting more out of life. So basically, the exit has become a song about Nidria instead of Atticus. Also, Molly Hager keeps playing Nidria for a few more songs, including this next one. Say more about Waking the Princess. Are you kidding me? Like, say how amazingly talented those two were. The Missing Piece. Finally, what was Nidria and Arima's song now belongs to Atticus and Nidria. Atticus is played by Damon Duano. There are a lot of different lyrics which make sense and actually makes it a better song. The two don't instantly fall in love like Anura and Atticus did. I mean, it's still a very rushed romance, but at least they have a few more songs together before it's true love. Sadly, that's the last time Molly will play Nidria. And Damon will play Damon did good too. Holy the Sea. Okay, now the mini Atticuses are getting annoying. We have switched back to Daniel Berryman though, and since this song also had Thomas Dutton, maybe they just did that because they sounded good together. Anyways, now the full story of the Angels is finally getting told to Nidria and Atticus with the Mysterious Man, though it seems to be addressing Atticus more. Oh well, good song, and Daniel Berryman is actually a terrific Atticus. Though I was truly meant to leave the dark. Okay, I don't agree with your analysis. He's terrible. It's true love. The final Nidria is played by Raya Nixon, and the final Atticus is Corey Mock. I still don't know why they kept changing actors, but at least now the last few songs will be consistent. As for the song, the lyrics are completely different, and the song is greatly improved. The original was too cheesy, and that's saying a lot considering how melodramatic the album is. But this is really sweet, and they're singing the "Don't You Ever" lyrics, and it's just so cute. Though the fact that the narration is cut off once again is annoying, especially because it would probably provide some context for the next song. Yes, Murder Lullaby. So onwards from sweet love songs to scary lullaby we go. This is sung by the King, played by an incredibly creepy Jason Collins. This guy literally looks like a live-action Disney villain. And he really is one. I think this is supposed to be Nidria's dad. And man, is he jealous of his daughter. He wants to steal her life, Mother Gothel from Tangled Style. A wonderful song about terrible parenting. That's a good analysis. Doctor, one of the problems in the original version is what caused Anura's illness. I'm not sure if Nidria's father and Atticus causing the illness together is any better, but it is certainly more interesting. Anyways, Thomas Dutton is back as a mysterious man in this song, and he's clearly having a ball. It's mostly the same up until the Doctor explains what Atticus must do. He must give up his life so that Nidria can survive, which is much better than just leaving her in the Doctor's care. The Sacrifice. Not really a fan of this actor's Atticus, but I'm also a big fan of the end and the beginning, so to hear it replaced with the melody from Toba the Tura is kind of jarring. It is, isn't it? No. But anyways, what happened in this version is that Atticus was locked up, and Nidria is dying somewhere else, and all of a sudden the mysterious man, who by this point I'm pretty sure is the same one that's in Into the Woods, appears before Atticus. As Atticus prepares to die, he and Nidria reprise its true love, and oh god, it's so beautiful and sad. The epilogue, and we're back to the Oracle repeating the opening, and they don't explain what really happened to Atticus and Nidria, but the unrelenting constancy of hope will rescue and restore you from any scope is now set to music, and apparently the mountains crumbled and the dark and light reunited. So yay, and live for your love every day. It's still there, so that's nice too. So all in all, I liked it. The constantly shifting actors got annoying, but the smaller cast allowed for a lot more character development. And while I do miss some songs, the new ones are excellent. and the reworked lyrics are so much better. It's still not a perfect show, and I don't know if Razia's Shadow will ever be finished, but this production is one step closer. Now, this is like years ago. Yeah, when did she? I don't know when she put this, but it fucking sucks. I gotta say, yeah, I don't know. They need to finish it. I think I dream about my time of wanting to be a filmmaker. I don't dream about my time when I was wanting to be a filmmaker. That was the main dream. I thought of adaptations other than my own creations. I just wanted to make my own stories and put them out there for the world. I could still do that as a writer, and I would really be interested, like, in finishing a book, getting it published, and then getting like somebody giving me money for a film adaptation to see what they would do with my story, how they'd fuck it up, how they'd whatever, you know. I would give it my honest review. Like, do I think they did my story justice? How did I feel about it as just a moviegoer and watching the movie as is? It'd be a very interesting experience. But I'd also like to adapt a few things. And this is the top of my list of, like, if I was a filmmaker, this is what I would want to go for. I'd go to fucking Thomas Dutton and be like, how do you want to do this? What is your vision? I'm pretty sure our visions would clash, but I would fucking love to talk to this man and be like, can we do this? Can we figure something out? Can we get like a fucking, like, I want to do this. So bad. It's every day. Today is Tuesday that I'm recording this. We have our frozen dairy trucks at Target, and when I'm back stocking at work and I'm putting up the fucking boxes and shit, I'm singing Razia's Shadow the entire fucking time. For the most part, usually. It gets me through the intense cold of the freezer. It's just where I want, like, time to pass in general. The album is an hour long. An hour and some change. So just singing the entire album in its entirety, the entire album in its entirety, and a whole hour passes. So it's like, it's really cool. I'm going to end the video now because I've talked for, this is going to be the longest review I've ever put out. But yeah, you guys, I don't think I yawned really that much through this one either. I must be really excited to make this one. Okay, bye everybody.